Yeah. Hi, everybody. We are on live again. Welcome to our session. Well, today we are going to talk about food. And
yes, hello everyone. Yes, we're live now. Yes, welcome. My name is Elena Renova, and today, together with Sevil Bayraktar, we're going to carry out a live session number 13, and we'll be talking about food. It's a half spontaneous session, I should say.
Well, today we are going to talk about.
We just planned it Thursday, and today's Friday, so it's half spontaneous. So we hope we'll have some more students informed, but we just decided to go live anyway and practice and talk about food. I hope you enjoy this topic, and if you have any questions, just let us know at the end of the session. We will surely address all your questions. And if you would like to join us in live streams or in our speaking club paid membership, you are more than welcome. All the links will be attached down below. And I would like to give the floor also to Sevil. Sevil, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you so much, Miss. Hi, everyone. My name is Sevil Bayraktar, and I'm an English teacher as well. Well, actually, today's topic is one of my favorites, I think, because I really enjoy cooking and, of course, eating. So I'm quite excited about today's session. And welcome again. We're going to start soon, I think. And if you have any kind of questions, you can always comment, and of course, find our Instagram accounts or Facebook accounts and connect us whenever you want. Thank you so much.
Okay, so today's our session is going to be a little bit different because for now we have one student. We don't need to use breakout rooms. We'll just focus on Veronica totally. She's going to actually, Veronica, it's going to be a good chance for you, a good opportunity for you. It's gonna be a demo. Yes, IELTS speaking demo, and we'll see what score you can get. So if no one else connects, so you will just have a live demo, and we will be able to give you an approximate score because you'll be talking from A to Z, and it's just fun. It's fun and great for you. So don't worry, we'll help you out, we'll assist you. I think Jenny Moll is joining us also. Anyway, you will be together, it seems like. Yeah, it seems like you'll be together. Jenny Moll is joining us. Welcome, Jenny Moll. Okay, Veronica, just introduce yourself briefly to the viewers.
Okay, I'm Veronika. I'm from Poland. I love English because it's my big passion. I would like to pass exam IELTS in next year and find a good job when I can use my skills of English.
Okay, that's great, actually. Miss, you are muted. Miss, can you hear me? Okay.
Sorry, I myself. Yeah. Okay. Jinimo, welcome. Jinimo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So we can see you.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah.
Cool.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great.
Yes, after a long time seeing you.
Yeah, we haven't missed you, actually. It's really good to see you.
Yeah, I was on vacation. Just came back from vacation 1 week back.
That's great. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually great. I had a session with the
Okay.
speaking club just before this meeting, and that's why I'm so actually happy. I'm
Okay,
sure that
good,
you're
good.
going. Yeah, thank you. I'm sure we're going to have a great session with you together.
Yeah,
Okay, thank
Jinimo, can
you.
you introduce yourself briefly?
Hopefully.
Because, I'm sure that the viewers wonder who you are and why you're
Yes.
learning English.
I'm Ginny Mol. I'm from Kuwait. I work as a nurse here in Kuwait, and I'm looking forward to appear IELTS exam to migrate one of the European country. So my practices are going on. So that's why I found a platform here. Thank you for adding me.
Anytime, welcome. Okay, so I think let's get the ball rolling. And here we are going to have the first speaking question. Speaking part 1. Okay, Sevil, would you like to share or should I? If you want,
I actually have shared, but I don't know whether you can see or not. Can you?
Yeah, I can do
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, okay, great. So, yeah, let's go around the table. Veronica, you can ask any question to Jinimo and start practicing.
Okay. What kind of food do you like to eat?
Actually, I like homely food because I think it's healthy, or I'm most I have high concern about the health. So because of that, maybe I prefer to eat homely food. Still, in between, I used to eat fast food.
Okay, now you can ask your question to Veronica.
Yes, Ronika, what kind of new food would you like to try, and why?
So, to be honest, I must say that I wouldn't like to try any food because I like my national food, and when I I had to try some foreign food, I didn't like it. So my Polish food is enough for me.
Okay, so you're not into trying new food, new cuisine. And you said at the beginning of the session that you're a fussy eater. So you're choosy about the things you eat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Veronica, the next question, please.
What kind of new food would you like? No. Do you like cooking? Why not?
Yes. Recently I love cooking because in the beginning, before years back, I was not having any experience in cooking because maybe I haven't get a chance for a try of cooking. So, but now I usually cook a lot of food for my family, and I enjoy cooking because whatever I make, my family enjoy with great taste, and they appreciate me. So that's why it's a motivation for me to do more, to explore more in cooking. And so variety of kinds of food nowadays um, uh, I cook recently different types of cakes and pizzas, everything as per my children's wish. So recently only I started to enjoy cooking. Thank you.
Okay, that's great.
Your turn, Jinimo.
Yes. Do you prefer home cooked food or food from restaurants, Veronica? Why?
Frankly, I must admit that I love home cooked food because I consider that it's healthier and it's tastier than food from restaurants. Especially, I love my mother's food. She is a great cooker.
She's a great cook. Okay.
That makes sense, of course. Usually our mom's food is the best. Right? Okay, so now I'd like to move on to part two, where you'll be talking about, let's share the question. You'll be talking about an event you went to and had good food. Good memories, sweet memories. What the event was for, what the food was, why you liked it. These are the guiding questions that you can use. And you'll be talking for 2 minutes because we are not really crowded today and we can let you speak for a longer time. So we can give you a minute to prepare if you'd like to, and then we'll begin. So just take some notes. The timer started.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll check if I have some questions. It's time. So it means that one of you should start speaking. Okay, who would like to go first?
Okay. Let me start.
Okay, Genemo, for sure. Yeah, would love to hear you.
Okay. The event recently when I went for vacation, there was a great event which I attended which was the marriage of my niece. This was particularly it was planned. They planned the food because the my sister, she was concerned about the healthy food, so uh, it was a buffet, all. So there was fast food and Indian, our typical state food from my own place. So there are there was different kinds of food were available. So I mostly like that the typical same like my homely food. It was named dosa and egg. It was my favorite one. So before tasting any other food, I prefer to taste that, and I was so happy to have that. It was unexpected because it was I when the marriage was suddenly planned, and so it was not pre-planned that I will attend that marriage. So, and the both, I was so happy about not only the food, and even I that I attended my niece marriage. Along with that, I enjoyed a lot of my favorite cuisines. You know. Even India has food to south, and they were their cousins were spread all over the, not only in India, across the countries. So some are settled in European countries. So there was even English dishes were there, different kinds of dishes they arranged.
Time's up.
Yeah, so not only me, I think everyone enjoyed that food, the cakes and different kinds of fruit, salads, and everything. It was really a wonderful time. I enjoyed many dishes, which was, even I tried some different kinds of fruit salad, which I never tasted. That was a great chance. I think I appreciate my sister that having such a great event with, along with enjoy everyone that meal.
Time's
It
up.
was a successful time. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good. Okay, Veronica, your turn.
So I must admit that I have attended in many events when I tried good food, but now I would like to say about event which was held 3 or 4 years ago. It was my best friend's birthday party. There were various types of food. There I could try some new foods such as tortilla rolls, and this was filled with chicken, peppers, and lettuce, and on the table there were some fruit, different kind of fruit, and sandwiches with various types of fillings. So I really enjoyed this food because it was really good prepared. It was delicious, salty, and spicy. I'm into salty and spicy food, so I like it so much, and I will remember this event for a long time.
Thumbs up, just on time. Perfect. Perfect. Timing is brilliant. Thank you, Veronica. And that means that we are moving on to part 3 questions. And, part 3 usually varies because you will talk more general about something connected to part 2 questions. And you will have to think about some trends or evaluate some ideas, some trends, set your opinion. So you can have a look at the questions and understand what I mean. Just a look. I can also share maybe with the ones who are watching us right now. And so your task now is to pick up some questions and discuss it together. So you will discuss it together. One will be asking a question, another will be responding, and you can agree, disagree, or agree to disagree. So like this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's start. Jinimol, this is your turn. I'd like you to pick up a question and ask it to Veronica.
Okay. Let me take the question. Yes, Veronica, why do people like to have exceptional food on special occasions?
If it comes to me, I don't like having exceptional food on special occasions, but people do. It can caused by a few reasons. Firstly, it can caused by that some people are into cooking and they want to share their new skills with others during special occasions. And the guests can give opinions for this prepared food. Secondly, human beings like new things, like trying new things. So, like cooking new food or tasting new kinds of dishes. What do you think about it? Do you agree with me, Ginny Mo?
Yes, but this is for special for special events. People choose exceptional food because daily maybe they are eating from home, homely food, or it is not a daily thing that we are eating special foods. It's only in special occasions only. Because otherwise, I think most of the people choose to prefer to eat from outside once in a while. It's in, not daily. So it's a variety. So they like to have some special on special occasion. Because the other thing is the people who are conducting the events, they want to show how much they can give, they how much they can provide varieties. So they want to some people, they want to show off their wealth, or it's a matter of status or wealth. So, and it's the people who attend the event, they are getting a chance to have varieties, tasting varieties. It's not happening always. So I think including me would like to prefer to choose varieties of food while attending the events, because it's not happening every day. Thank you.
Sure, yeah. So, and some people, as you said, are trying to demonstrate their belonging to the high class, maybe, and they try to provide, as you said, the variety of food. They try to show off that they are able to to afford it.
Yes, they can afford a lot of food, or they have their own status, or it's a matter of status there.
Yeah, it's a matter of status, as you said. Cool, very good, very good. Now, Veronica, you can pick up the next question and discuss it together.
What is the difference between eating at home and eating out on special occasions?
That's a good one.
Yes, eating at home means we are mostly having our own daily homemade food or anything. But on special occasion, for the it's it's having food outside. It's a happiness. It's a rare occasion. So they, especially the children and all, they like to have it from outside, because they are fed up with daily their mom's same taste, or they want to have a special food which we cannot have at home. And apart from that, dining out means we can have maybe we have many friends, or that we cannot accommodate at our house. So it's outside, it's a place where we can have celebrations. with varieties of taste and all. So once in a while, going out and having food during the happy events, I think it's well and good. So everyone prefer that to. It's a celebration of birthdays, especially like that, going out. So that's, I think it's
everyone can accommodate
good
so
thing.
many people in their houses, so it makes sense to go out.
Yes, especially, the one who is staying in flats and all, it's quite difficult to accommodate more people. So it's better going outside, they can enjoy. Outing especially, I think everyone like to have outing. It's during our hefty scheduled life. So once it's not happening daily.
Okay, thank you, Veronica. What do you think?
Yes.
So I consider that when we eat out, we can feel much. We can feel special atmosphere, and we can experience new tastes, new dishes, and it's a good opportunity to meet new people and even make new friends. And in restaurants or other spots of serving food, there are there's sometimes a lot of entertainment, and we can enjoy more than at our home.
Sure, yeah, there are many more activities that you can go for when you eat out, and special atmosphere, and everything together. It all makes people. It all appeals to people, and they try to go out sometimes to eat. All right.
I think we got more relaxed. I think.
Let's have the floor.
Yes. Yes, I think we got more relaxed eating outside, because the one who is preparing, we don't need to think about more preparing food or anything.
Right, that's exactly what I'd like to. I love cooking though, but sometimes I don't have time.
Yes.
To eat out.
Yes. Okay, Veronica, what national identity can be seen in a nation's cuisine?
Mm-hmm.
It's a tricky question.
Yes.
I think that we can see in some countries that situation. For example, in Poland, when we host some guests, we offer a lot of food. So Polish people are hospitable, and they love spending time with other people, so socialize. And what's more, I think that when we eat food, we can behave goodly or bad, and it says about our character and about national identity. And what do you think, Ginny Mo?
Well, I think each country has their own taste as especially I'm an Indian, so Indian taste especially spicy and hot and spicy food Indians prefer. But the thanks to globalization nowadays, I think every type of food is available in everywhere, worldwide. Even the five-star restaurants, hotels, and they supply all kinds of Chinese, English, or Arabic, whatever it is. Any type of food, it's available in every countries. But preferably the national, the citizens, they like to choose their own food mostly, because it is their I think food for choice. Their most of the hotels, they have their own choice, especially some special dish for same day. So I think everyone, it's a culture there. It's an identity of culture, the food of that nation. But nowadays, I think it's available. Any type of food is available as per our wish everywhere.
Okay, yeah, of course. You can find probably the food from almost all parts of the world.
Yes,
which
I
is
think.
great luck. So you don't need to cook all the time if you're living abroad.
Yes.
But still, when you eat abroad, your cuisine will taste differently. Because
Yes,
you have the same recipe, the ingredients will be slightly different, isn't it?
Yes, sure. Yes, definitely. That is, especially I'm in Kuwait. Here, the Arabic food, it does not have any spicy or hot. They don't prefer spicy food. But in our India, wherever we reach, people prefer most spicy food. Spiciest. I think Indians are the one eating most spiciest food. I think so. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but still, compared to Arabic people, we are consuming more spices.
Wow.
Mm.
Well, okay. So let's move on. Yes, who is next?
Why do global leaders like to gather around for dinner?
Interesting question.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can see the global meetings are all around round a table meetings. We can see always with a cup of tea or with some food or dish. Most of the international meetings or leaders meeting, everything, it happens around a table with some dish, special dish. I think it will while enjoying food and discussing the matters. It's a matter of treating someone. The internationally, when the people coming, the host, they are treating their guest with food and discussing the um, high level things. So it's a culture. It's a culture, or the way they are treating others. I think worldwidely it is happening like the same thing. This. I think that's it. I can't say about much anything about that.
Thanks, Anna. What do you think, Veronica?
I reckon that it's some kind of tradition when we gather around at the table and we discuss about current issues. So it is good for global leaders too. And in Poland, we say that if human is hungry, human is angry. So this is true.
To calm
Completely
down the
true.
people.
So,
And it may be dangerous, yes, if global
Yeah.
leaders are hungry.
yeah.
It's
Worldwide
it's important to
issue
make them calm down. Yes.
may have serious consequences, so that's better. Eat well, treat each other well, so we have world peace. That's what
Yes.
we would like to have. We have someone joined us from iPhone. Please connect your audio, turn on your camera, and hopefully you can participate in our last question discussion. Yeah, so turn on your camera, to, connect your audio. We are about to finish. Jinimo, you can probably have the floor and continue.
Yeah. Veronica, why do you think different cultures have different table manners?
I think that different cultures have different table manners because it depends on our cultural habits, and if some country is famous from cooking, then different table manners are stricter than in countries where there are no there isn't important food, so it depends on country habits. What do you think?
I think this is different. Depends on the culture and tradition. Some people have strict manners in table manners. Some countries not much stricter in that. Especially, in our country, it's when like our parents, they used to teach us that when we are eating together, even though we finish our food, we should wait until the others to let them finish, and together we will get up from the chair. So like that, I think it's everywhere. It's something different. Every culture depends upon the culture or habits. But I think globally, if we consider, I think everyone has a great table manners. Everyone keeping great table manners in each country. But quite somewhere it's different. I think especially we are considering the European countries, and in our country we usually enjoy food with hands, but outside they are using the spoon and fork, knife, spoon and fork to eat. This is also considered as a type of eating method, table manner. So I think each country has their own according to their culture and habits, that it is different.
Some cultures sit with chopsticks.
Yes, somewhere there are, especially Chinese and Indonesians, I think they prefer chopsticks. Yes,
which is quite unusual for Europeans.
Yes.
For the most part, Europeans don't even know how to hold the chopsticks. It's a bit.
Yes, it's while we are watching that, it's something. I always think that it's something extra talented. How easily they are handle the chopsticks.
Totally, yeah, totally. They manipulate it so easily that it's just like a magic. You look at it and you can take your eye off. Okay, so thank you so much. That's been a really great discussion. You're lucky today to be just two. Yeah, so you all time was yours today. You spoke almost, I think, almost 40 minutes long or so, and we have discussed all the questions. And now we are ready to provide you some feedback. Yes, so Siri, should I start or should you go first?
Yeah, I can go first. It's okay for me, Miss. Well, let me begin with Miss Veronica's speech. Well, at the beginning, there were some missing pronouns. We probably, I don't know whether we have recorded that part, but I generally, well, check the things rather than just focusing on the questions. There were some missing pronouns. Maybe you should, well, have a look at the video to get that part. Maybe, as I said, maybe it was not recorded, I don't know, but you forgot to use it and they at some points. So, well, except for that, the way that you started to answer the first question was cool, though, well, the points that you made were a little bit, you know, I don't know, complex, I think, because not because of the structure complex, but you jumped up from one side at some points. But you said that, so to be honest, I must say that I don't like to try new food. That was a good idea for us to get the things that what you meant. So a direct answer, which is quite good, and then you explain and added that you like your national food. Well, there were some pauses, at least, maybe not complete pauses, but the times that you couldn't find the things that you'd like to say, such as for some point, I think there was something like that. My Polish food is enough for me. Well, yeah, we get what you meant, but still the structure of the sentence could be better. It could be improved to make it good, to make it better. You should definitely practice more on these. So I just suggest you to actually practice more, because your vocabulary is good. You can just enrich it and make your sentences shine. There was a pronunciation issue for me. Well, the way you pronounce food is heard like foot, which is a part of our body. I didn't know whether it was only me who felt it a little bit in that way, but we should maybe pronounce like food. And there was one for salty. Rather than saying sa or something like the way that you pronounced salty could be pronounced like that. I don't know. I would just tell that I found those parts a little bit more common, actually. Well, except for that, at some points you said that your mother is she is good at cooking and she cooks well. Yeah, that's something good. The way your sentence that you used was unfortunately not correct for that one, because cooker is the object that we use to cook something. So she is a good cook, or sorry, you said great. She is a great cook, could be better. Unfortunately, you missed some articles there, and not for that part. There were some missing articles for some other parts. Let me just check. Yeah, there was some missing articles, but except for that, as I've said, the way you explained yourself was quite good. You correct yourself at some times, and well, your vocabulary is good. You can maybe try to focus on coherency a little bit more. But as I said, they were meaningful, quite meaningful, but to make it perfect, just practice more. Those were the ones that I'd like to share with you from my perspective, actually. Maybe Miss Elena can give you more detailed feedback or a feedback from different parts of, or for not just parts, but from different angle.
Yeah, well, actually, of course, I totally agree with all your points. Firstly, yeah, well, you need to focus on pronunciation aspects. And salty, the word salty was a little bit mispronounced. You can pronounce it now, salty.
Salty.
Salty. Perfect, perfect. There were some more, for example, especially. Can you pronounce this word?
Especially.
Yeah, there was like not pronunciation, but I think
Stress, maybe.
yes, the word stress was a little bit awkward, especially. That's how we say it. So there are some words that you mispronounce. Just pay attention when you learn a new word. Click on the dictionary. All the online dictionaries are audible right now these days, and you can just click and understand how you can pronounce it and repeat it so that you pronounce it right the next time you hear it. I would praise you on using lots of linkers, starters, conversation starters. I must admit, I reckon first, to be honest, and many more like this. So it all sounds very native, like very natural, and it guides us through your speech, and it sounds coherent. So we can follow you up. It's great. In part two, you provide lots of details. So you talked about an event and you gave an example of a particular dish. You said you were talking about tortilla rolls and you said that it was filled with chicken, peppers, lettuce. So you showed the variety of food vocabulary that you possess, and that's what an examiner is looking for. You also said sandwiches with various types of fillings. Fillings is also a specific word for it. And you were talking about flavors, delicious, salty, spicy. You really showed that you know enough variety of vocabulary to discuss and talk about food, flavor, dish. You used some synonyms to food. You didn't say food all the time. You a couple of times you said a dish, as far as I remember. That's also good. Of course, for the main parts though, you said food. So try to use even more synonyms. Food, dish, maybe appetizers or main dish, side dish, something like these more specific words. What else I wanted to add? I agree with Sylvia that you have some false starts and some sentences are quite choppy. So you start and then you just drop it there, and this is where you lose coherence. So just try to start and not to drop it somewhere in the middle. Just try to be more coherent about it. And hesitations and slow speech. So actually you make less mistakes, less grammar mistakes. I can see your improvement because you've been coming to our live sessions for a couple of months already, I guess. So I can totally see that you use less grammar mistakes. But thinking time is way too long. You should work on fluency. So pronunciation and fluency are your, to me, weak points. That's what you need to focus on right now. How to fix it. Well, pronunciation, as I have mentioned, just, use the dictionaries and audio dictionaries, so listen to them, do some listening practices. So watch some videos, listen to audiobooks, and maybe you can check the script of the book if you like reading. So not only read the book, but also have a script. Sorry, have the audio version of it if you like reading books. That will help you understand how the words are pronounced, and it will also help you to pace yourself and to have an English pronunciation and intonation patterns like rhythm. Yes, you will obtain again the rhythm of the native speaker, so it will also be useful for you. And as for fluency, you need to practice on a daily basis. Just if you want to join us, of course, you're welcome as usual. We meet 3 times in a week apart from our free sessions. And else you can just, I highly recommend you to record your voice every day. So I have taken some, international exams myself, and I was in your place and I know how it feels like and what is needed to be done. So record yourself, pick up a question randomly and just record it every day, and you will see the difference. You will see significant difference just in 7 days. If you do it for a month, wow, your speaking will be just up a notch. Okay, so these are my recommendations, serious recommendations. Would you like to ask something?
No, thank you very much for advices.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure. And I would like to give the floor then again to Sevil, and she's going to give feedback to Jenimo.
Okay, thank you once again, Miss. For Miss Jenimo's part, well, the first part was quite okay, quite good. The way she started was really nice. She said that I like homely food, and then she expressed that she used to eat fast food in the past, and well, she has given more examples. The way that she used vocabulary was, for the first part, was good. For instance, she, as I've said before, she used homely food, then she used appreciate, and for vocabulary, those are nice words to use. For the second part, she used relative clauses very well and used nice vocabulary once again, especially good adverbs, and then the way she made her speech was good. The order was actually quite good. She used homely food a lot today. I would maybe suggest her to use different variations of that word, or maybe not different variations, but something else for that will replace that word's meaning. There was pronunciation issue. I think the way she pronounces cuisine is not correct, because many times I heard it as like cousins, something like that. I can't recall the exact way, but cuisine is the correct word as far as I know. So, and there was a timing issue for Miss Ginimola, unfortunately. Well, we should not exceed 2 sentences if our time is up for the second part, because you went going on, and then that made more that caused more problems for that part. Well, once the examiner says your time is up, then we should maybe wrap up it with 1 sentence or in 2 sentences. So for the third part, there were some missing articles or some suffixes actually. For instance, you said people who attend events. For the event part, who attended the event or who attended an event would be better actually. while talking about that thing. And except for those, as I've said, there were only a few parts of pronunciation mistakes, but except for those, I like the way that you answered the questions. You were quite fluent for some parts. As I said, for the second part, it was more than we expected for the way that you answered the question, but it was still good. For grammar parts, yeah, as I said, except for article of use, there was not that much big issue. Even that one is not that much big issue. For vocabulary, as I said, your vocabulary is quite good. And yeah, all in all, I like the way that you answered the questions, actually. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you have any questions to Celine, or should I continue?
Thank you. You can continue.
Of course, I do agree with everything what Celine has mentioned. Well, I think that you started a little, perhaps you had a break in your practices and you're a little bit tagging at the beginning, you were not sure what to say, and your pronunciation was a little bit not really distinct to me. But towards the end of the discussion, in part 3, you really opened up. You revealed your vocabulary fully, and you expressed your ideas freely, and it sounded really natural. So at the beginning, you probably didn't feel yourself at ease, and I guess that was the reason of the issue. But it happens to many of the students. That's why part 1 is an easier one, and towards the part 3, you have enough time to open up. I don't know, maybe it's about your internet connection. I also couldn't hear some parts of your sentences, so it was kind of, broken to me. But I don't think it's also only about my internet connection or your internet connection. At times, I really lost track of your ideas. I don't know, maybe it's about me, maybe Sivir could hear. Maybe it's about my or Ginimo's connection, I don't know.
Well, there were some parts that I couldn't hear either. So I think it may be because of her internet connection, or
maybe,
I don't know, or something else.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, I definitely agree that because we know you, maybe I met you. I don't know, I can't remember the exact dates, but actually I know you and I know the way how you answer. You should definitely practice more, because we can well see that it's probably because you just have given a kind of long break. So
yes.
That may be the reason, but I'm sure you will just get better and follow up very well.
Yeah, you can make up for the missing, and I can say that you've used wide range of vocabulary. We can see your potential.
Exactly.
Your part 3 showed your full potential, and as an advice, of course, you practice as much as you can with alone or with real partners. And for example, for part 1, I couldn't understand when you said homemade food. For me, it wasn't really clear. At first, I couldn't understand what you said. I like homemade. I like food. I have because this, and then I just kind of tried to analyze what you might have said, and then it turned to me homemade. So perhaps you need to pronounce it right. Can you repeat after me? Homemade.
Homemade.
I even didn't get that part. I thought that she said homely food. I mean, homely, simple and basic, that kind of. But even I didn't get homely food at first.
Did you say homemade or homely?
I said actually homely.
Homely. Oh, yeah. But even
Is it,
that
is
was
it
not
not
that much
right?
clear. Homely means simple food as far as I know, but it's not that much common probably.
Okay. It's
But
so homemade is correct.
yeah, homemade is the most common thing. Homely is maybe a kind of, I don't know, maybe it's a slang or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's not something that we
I
face
think
a
better
lot.
homemade. Yeah.
Yeah, homemade is
Better to
quite
use.
better. But even for the homely, I couldn't get homely at with my first attempt because, as Miss Elena said, there were some intonation or something like that we couldn't get it because the way you pronounce it or stress it. I don't know.
And not only homely, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sometimes these kind of things happen.
Yeah, okay. So sometimes, you can use homely in different contexts. It's not only about food, it's about homely. A hotel can be homely.
Atmosphere.
Cozy.
Okay, atmosphere.
An atmosphere, homely atmosphere, exactly. Okay, so homemade would refer to the food that's made at home.
Home, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And homely would refer to cozy atmosphere.
Yes.
Okay, so cuisine, as Cyril has pointed out, was mispronounced. Can you pronounce it right? Cuisine.
Cuisine.
And another word, buffet or buffet, depending on what way you want to say.
Buffet. Buffet.
Buffet. Buffet, right. So these are foreign words, not English words. I mean, that probably they came from French. They have lots of adopted words, and these ones were adopted. That's why they are hard to pronounce. Buffet or buffet and cuisine. For part 2, you need to be more specific. You were describing mostly the event, and your focus should have been on the food, because you see, the question is, talk about an event you went to that had good food. So, okay, you can say the event, that it was the marriage of your niece. You can talk about the atmosphere, surely, but the focus should be on food. You said there was a variety of food, but I didn't hear anything specific. Yeah, so you need to demonstrate the examiner that you really nailed this subject, that you know how to talk about flavors, tastes, and other different things, how to describe the dish. They need to hear this language, yeah. Yeah, and of course, when you need to, an examiner is not going to wait you to wrap up. I give you a chance to wrap up. Examiner will just move on and ask you part 3 questions on just a follow-up question, and then moving to part 3. So yeah, so in part 3 was quite successful. You demonstrated great coherence, and it was natural, and you really supported your ideas with some examples. So it was quite clear to me. As I've mentioned, part 3 was one of the best in today's speech. So to wrap it up, practice practice a lot, because you have everything on hands. You have fluency, vocabulary range, grammar is at place right now. Just what you really lack is implementing your knowledge, showcasing, I would say, your knowledge, and making others believe that you do assess it. So you have it in passive, but you need to display it to people and show it. Well, of course, you can work on idioms. Both of you can work on idioms, and you can also connect your words with some starters and linkers. And I just forgot to mention that is a nice phrase. A hungry man is an angry man. That's what Veronica was trying to express. A hungry man is an angry man. Yeah, if you you meant this, you just formed it differently. If you have used this one, it would add some points to your speaking, because that would be a proper English idiom. Okay, Jinimo, do you have any questions?
Yes. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for your explanation.
It's our pleasure. Well, let's take some picture. Let me also take a look. I don't see any questions from the audience, so probably we don't have any questions. Maybe we'll have them today, after the meeting, after this event, later on in the comments. We would like to answer all the questions. So we will stay with Jinimo and Veronica for 5-10 minutes longer, and we would like to say thank you guys for watching us today. It's been a nice event. I hope you haven't got angry and hungry. I hope you were
actually,
probably appetized before having your meal. And
yes.
So I wish you a wonderful evening. I will give the floor to Sivin.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miss, again. Well, everyone, it was a great session for me. I hope to see you around here again. If you want to join our events, you can just text us. You can find our Instagram or, as I said before, Facebook accounts in the details below. I think you can just check that part, and I would like to see you